So I guess it's VERDY Channel, and today we're getting into part 2 of the rise of I-DLE, Cube's entertainment secret weapon. I want to get straight into this, so you can like, comment, subscribe, and let's go.
Anyways, to conclude the era, they finished strongly and continued to work on their next project. Afterwards, Soyeon yet again appeared in another SM music video, featuring artist Key of SHINee, called I Wanna Be. And on April, I-DLE's first official soundtrack, Help Me, was released for the TVN Wednesday and Thursday drama called Her Private Life.
I didn't know that they also did OSTs. That's really cool.
As well as this, Miyeon also collaborated with rapper and member of Rhythm Power, Hang Zhu, in the song Card. But the biggest project that they'd been working on was for the release of the summer song of 2019.
Hey, there's someone trying to be close to me. Yeah, I'm talking about you.
In the summer of 2019, the girls released a hip-hop single titled
One hell of a song.
becoming the girls' second digital single after Han. Soyeon wrote the song co-produced alongside June and Move. She wrote this song to clap back at the people who did not believe that she would make it as an idol. The song was a boom bap genre, which was prominent in East Coast hip-hop music in the 1990s. Uh-Oh ranked at number 22 on NetEase Cloud Music for China for the first half of 2019, making them the only K-pop group to chart it. It also peaked at number 7 on the Billboard's US World Digital Song Sales, ranked at number 23 on the weekly chart of South Korea K-pop Hot 100s, and 31 on Goon Weekly Chart. I-DLE also ranked at number 12 on the top K-pop artist of 2019 on Spotify. And the girls went on to get their first but only win for the era at the show. During I-DLE's encore stage for Uh-Oh, they ran around the stage kissing each other as a celebratory gesture for their...
I think it was this one that made like a controversy because they were like kissing their cheeks. I don't understand why, but it's like
as a celebratory gesture for their win. But netizens didn't quite like that. They ate that shit and spit it right back out. I-DLE did end up getting criticized for this by netizens, so that's probably why they haven't done anything too gay on national television. Despite Uh-Oh and Senorita being quite solid comebacks, the fans thought that the year was going quite slow for them and they needed something to lift them back up to their pedestal. After
I loved Queendom. Like I watched all the episodes. It was so good.
a somewhat successful comeback, the girls were invited to participate in a show that helped I-DLE showcase their talents as a group to an even wider audience.
시시해. 그래서 진짜 1위는 누군데?
In late 2019, I-DLE participated in Mnet's comeback battle program, Queendom, which ran from the 29th of August to the 31st of October. They went up against senior artists AOA, Lovelyz, Park Bomb, Mamamoo, and Oh My Girl. In the first round, they performed a remix of La Ta Ta, which garnered them much praise, with them placing first in that round and setting the standard for the rest of the competition. They performed a cover of 21's Fire in the next round, which received a lot of appraisal from the other contestants.
Let's go!
Minnie and Soojin also participated in a round titled the Performance and Singing Round, where the groups had to choose one member to dance and the other to sing. Minnie sang a heavenly cover of Dean's Instagram with AOA Haijong.
끝났어. 목소리 너무 예쁘다. 내일이 올 거라는데 난 두 폰을 놓지 못해 잠은 올 생각이 없대 다시 Instagram
And Soojin broke the internet with her dance to Shawn Mendes and
Oh, yeah.
Camila Cabello's Senor.
I don't know how many times I watched this video. Like each time I'm like, wow! Like I don't have any words for this performance. It just blows my mind. Like it was incredible.
They also performed a scary Halloween-inspired version of Put It Straight from their mini album I Made, which gained them a lot of attention.
난 지금 죽을 것 같은데 난 멀어질까 난 멀어질까 난 멀어질까
During the time they were shooting Queendom, Minnie collabed with YouTuber and singer Wenji on their song titled Empire.
Lay back, let 'em build my empire.
Which was released with 4 versions: a Korean version, English version, an English and Korean version, and an instrumental.
Mini Empire 나의 자리 쇼장의 미니 따라 해봐 mini 매일 hell on it blizzards 해줄게 내 꿈에 later kiss kiss.
That sounded so good.
For the final round of Queendom, they had a comeback with the song Lion, which was written by Soyeon, co-produced with Yumito, and inspired by the movie The Lion King.
Like now that I'm watching like clips of what they did, like man, they were so like incredible in Queendom. Like it's sad that they didn't like win, of course. Like everybody on the show deserved to win. Like everybody put like their blood, sweat, and tears into those performances. But man,
The song was released on the 25th of October and was then performed on the final
like it
live
brings back
episode.
memory from when I watched it.
An awe-inspiring intro is opened with narration by Minnie, telling the story of a young queen, followed by Shua doing a solo dance, while the girls then followed.
Once upon a time, there was a kingdom, and a great war for the throne started. The war was so terrifying and ruthless to everyone. In the middle of a brutal battle, a young girl cried out, "I am the queen." Everyone sneered at her, since she was just a little girl. However, she didn't listen to others, but kept on fighting. With her life, with
This
all
is
her
giving me
might,
chills.
After the long war ended, she returned as a queen, and those who saw her said, "She is a lion."
This was labelled as Shua's era. She was able to show off her talents and how much confidence she developed from previous eras.
Looks so fierce.
They finished the show as a second runner-up, and to celebrate the success of their digital single, they released a regional and fierce music video for Lion, which was praised for
If you want, guys, you can go watch my reaction. I reacted to all of their MVs, like, in order. Like I said, like, The Lion is one of my favorite videos.
its feminist messages by the public. Lion, which we later realised was actually not a title track but just a B-side, performed significantly well in Korean charts and overseas. Lion actually entered top 20 in the Melon charts by peaking at 13 on the Melon Real-Time chart. Lion also peaked at 5th on Billboard's World Digital Song Sales, charted for 27 consecutive weeks in the Go On Digital charts, received 470,000 streams on Spotify in its first week, and was named one of the best K-pop songs of 2019 by Billboard, Melon Magazine, SBS Pop Asia, IZM and I-DLE Korea. Queendom was something that we felt picked I-DLE up off their feet and boosted.
I feel like that is true. Like, every group or person that was on Queendom, like, after that, like, even though they were already popular or not that much, like, it really boosted the popularity of all of the groups.
Them even further through the industry, as it granted them great recognition domestically and internationally. They promoted their group on the show in a very clever way and made sure that they stood out in order to gain the attention of potential new fans.
The look that she's giving, she's like, I know I'm good. Like, I know. Okay.
But with every rise comes obstacles. After the episode The Fire was performed, the girls began to face a ton of backlash from international K-pop fans because of their cultural insensitivities that rightfully offended a lot of people, including some of their fans outside of Korea. This incident obviously created a bad image for I-DLE on social media, as it spread like wildfire. Their name was getting dragged by many hurt international K-pop fans online. But as well as this, many people would take this as an opportunity to make insensitive jokes about the members too. In fact, the hate towards the members went further than holding them accountable, when people started calling Soyeon ugly, selfish, and accusing her of being a bully. There were also very Islamophobic tweets going around about the group. which made Muslim Netherlands extremely uncomfortable. Fans were still very upset with the group, and the majority held the group accountable for their actions. Emails were spammed at Cube, fans demanded an apology in comment sections, and we even trended a hashtag in attempts to reach out to the company publicly. After many tries to get through to the company, fans finally got closure as a source close to the girls stressed that they cannot openly talk about it due to many external factors involved, such as their contracts with the company and broadcasting companies. As well as this, a fan had a conversation with a K-pop journalist who allegedly has links to the group that said that I-DLE have actually undergone many hours of education about cultures from around the world and insensitivity. Since the incident happened in 2019, I-DLE have shown their awareness about the situation on many occasions. Despite not being allowed to talk on the matter, the girls have indirectly shown that they have learned from their mistake and grew aware of the situation very quickly. I-DLE was facing a lot of backlash and misinformation being spread about them across the entire internet. They were wrongfully accused of appropriating cultures through many of their past concepts. People still continue to make false accusations about the group, and some fans grew afraid of their next moves. I-DLE is known to choose a variety of concepts for their performances, music videos, and eras. This is a big reason why some K-pop stans in general felt like they were neglecting other cultures besides Korea, or even taking credit for their cultures without proper recognition. Alongside all of this, people were also becoming detectives as they started accusing Soyeon of being greedy due to how the group's song lines were distributed to each member.
Damn, okay. I really didn't know about this part from the performance that they did of the song of 21, but like that's wow, like I'm really learning a lot right now.
Despite it being proven multiple times that each member has a voice in what parts they get, and that each part is determined on which member's voice is mostly suited for it, people that are not keen on the group have decided to target Soyeon specifically and create misleading line distribution videos, TikToks mocking Soyeon, and Twitter posts about a matter that has nothing to do with them. This is the result of the situation that could get out of hand when people that are not even fans of the group will assume that something unjust is going on between each of the members. It can even lead fans of the group to believe these people, causing them to unstan or hate on a specific member. After Queendom had finished, I-DLE moved on to their next project.
Yeah.
In November, Riot
True
Games
Giants.
created a virtual hip-hop group called
True Giants,
True
am I saying?
Damage.
True damage.
Soyeon was added to the group and collaborated with League of Legends yet again to feature on the group's debut song, Giants, with
Yeah,
artists
I like switch up the group name in this.
such as Becky G, Kiki Palmer, Thutmose, and
Love
Duckworth.
Becky G.
Moving too fast, like I'm moving in slow mo. I'm a god, but I actually don't know.
And I really like this song also.
My Benz get more like a Volvo. Your best stuff looks like my words. Synapses, fire and burst. Got the whole crew with me, body do damage. You know we ain't average. I ain't gonna set it.
They performed the song at the 2019 World Championship Finals in Paris, and Soyeon had a great time meeting and mixing with the other artists.
True damage we do it. True damage 보여줄게. 뭐든 쉽게. 이기든 지든 my crew make them.
I-DLE were fully booked, and I mean it when I say that. They were being paid for so many features, they had deals with so many other companies, and were ready to promote their group to not only domestic audiences, but also international ones too. I-DLE is known to be a group that set the industry's expectations high with their annual award show performances.
Like, sorry if I'm not talking too much right now. I'm like really like focused on watching the video.
And 2019 was no stranger to that. The girls took it a whole step further this year with their own award show performances of Uh-Oh and Lion.
Hey. Damn.
The stages for Uh-Oh were very energetic, whereas Lion stages would demand your full attention, giving you goosebumps during the eerie, cryptic intros. It seemed more like I-DLE was putting on their own show, reeling you in with the emotions they set on the stage. I-DLE went on to win several awards. Here are the main awards of 2019 that I-DLE won. We have
go.
the Groove Award by the Asia Artist Awards, New Star Award by the Asia Model Festival, World Rookie of the Year by Gorn Chat Music Awards, Rookie of the Year Digital by Golden Disc Awards, New Wave Award by Sorry Bada Best K Music Awards, Dance Performer of the Year by the Fact Music Awards, and the Global Rookie Top 5 by the V-Live Awards. By the end of 2019, Cube Entertainment started to become more aware of I-DLE's potential. The year 2020 came by, the year that I-DLE's Queendom track Lion went on to receive a critical acclaim, garnering I-DLE a KMA nomination. The year that I-DLE was also set to have their first world tour, where they were going to finally make a move internationally. And 2020, the year that... yeah, I think you know what happened there. The world tour was soon cancelled due to the COVID-19 outbreak, but the girls still chose to release their third mini-album.
It was excellent.
Named I Trust, this mini-album followed the dark and serious concept from the past Queendom release and KMA-nominated track, Lion, and was the first mini-album that received 2 versions of. The album included 5 songs: Oh My God, which was the title track, Love You, Maybe, Lion, and the English version of Oh My God.
You know, also like you really want to buy those albums, but you're like, I don't have the money. Like one day, like I want to buy like albums of all of my favorite groups. Like that's my dream. Like
Clearly aimed more towards
maybe
the
one
Western
day.
market, this song represents just how well Soyeon writes and produces a catchy and emotional song with deep lyrics open for interpretation for her fans, and how all of the members of the group added all of their unique qualities to make something very special. Some called Oh My God the lesbian anthem because of how the lyrics came across to many of the group's LGBTQ fans. If kissing each other during the Uh-Oh music show win back in 2019 pissed off netizens, just wait till you hear this shit. All of the verses are about a woman who has fallen in love with another woman, but can't accept it because of the stereotypical views about the same-sex relationships by a society who doesn't easily accept LGBTQ communities. As the song progresses, she understands that she should trust her love and her heart, and so she eventually
Always
breaks free from the mold.
follow the heart.
Soyeon's writing allowed for people to identify and relate more to the song by directing it towards being more about the struggles
But
of
also
somebody
your
in a
mind,
society, more than about experiences in a homosexual relationship. Soyeon also once said after the release of I Trust that music should not even be classified with genders, since music should be for everyone. a lot of fans were arguing whether Soyeon included these lyrics for homosexual representation or other variations. But after this, they mostly understood and the topic was soon dropped. Probably asking, how did the album progress? Well, 90,000 copies being sold in the first day was not what many of us expected, but cracking 112,000 sales in its first week?
Like 90,000? I think that's how you said in English. Like, that's a lot. No, I think for me that's a lot. But also, like, this number that I can't say in English, but I would say in French. 112,075. This is also a very big number.
We all started to begin to notice how much I-DLE had grown since their previous years. I Trust was a huge success, becoming their best performing album at the time with 150,000 concurrent copies sold from South Korea alone. The music video became the 24th most watched music video in the first 24 hours and currently sits at 128 million views at the time of writing the script. I-DLE's Spotify monthly listeners started to increase drastically and they topped the iTunes top album charts in 58 regions around the world, breaking the record for Korean girl groups during this era. After being signed to popular US record label Republic Records, clearly I-DLE had reached their goals to break into the Western market whilst also still having a huge presence in South Korea.
Do you know when they signed with Republic Records? If you know, please let me know. That's really an interesting fact.
An album selling almost 6 times as more as their previous in its first week during a pandemic, and a promotion that was completely changed because of a cancelled world tour, it is quite remarkable what they had achieved in just the first quarter of 2020. The year started to become a very busy year for I-DLE. They were fully booked both individually and as a group all year after the success with Oh My God. After Oh My God's era had passed, we were afraid of facing another drought. However, Soyeon made it clear that an annual summer song is their group's tradition, but this year was a little bit different. I-DLE soon announced their online concert, I-LAND, which took place on July the 5th. Now, although I cannot show any footage of this concert, I will say that this concert was amazing.
I didn't
Girls
see
performed
this
their
concert,
title track,
so I
some
will
of their
take
B-sides,
it
and covers of the
for your
songs
words.
Why Do You Love Me by Charlotte Lawrence, What About Us by Pink, What Now, and Kiss It Better by Rihanna.
I'm gonna back it up. I talk over.
Tracks, some of this concert, I will say that this concert was amazing. The girls performed their title tracks, some of their B-sides, and covers of the songs Why Do You Love Me by Charlotte Lawrence, What About Us by Pink, What Now, and Kiss It Better by Rihanna, performed in solo and as a unit by the vocal line members Minnie, Miyeon, and Oogie. Undoubtedly, this was the most exciting part. The members had also released a song called I'm the Trend, which was a fan song produced and written by the members Minnie and Oogie, becoming the song of Oogie's debut as a producer and songwriter.
I've been listening to that.
There was some confusion at the time as to whether or not this song was the summer song that was discussed in an article from Cube regarding I-DLE's next releases of 2020. However, not long after the concert, Dumdi Dumdi was announced to the public and was revealed as I-DLE's official summer song of this year. In the meantime, Soyeon collabed with SNSD Hyoyeon's track titled Dessert, which also featured rapper Loopy.
In my top 5 of girl groups.
Soyeon also wrote and composed A-Pink's Namjoon's solo debut song, Bird. Soyeon immediately gained respect from the second generation artists, as in the past she had also collabed with Chinese Key. Soon after, Dumdi Dumdi released. 16.9 million views in the first 24 hours. Dumdi Dumdi became the 23rd most watched music video at the time.
뜨거운 태양에 살짝 미친 나 식혀두 볼이 빨개지고
Like everything keeps getting better and better.
헤엄을치듯 춤을 추고
Fans were afraid of the song underperforming due to there not being much of a gap between the release of Oh My God and Dumdi Dumdi. But little did everyone know that this beautiful, refreshing and energetic summer song would set new personal records for the group.
I had like what, like 10 wins? I think I had like 9 or 10 wins on the show.
저기 드라마처럼 내 마음을 두드려줘 내게 들려줘 여름의 그 노래를 Turn up the summer.
After its first week of release, Dumdi Dumdi started dominating and topping multiple Korean charts, and on top of that internationally by taking up 47 number ones across the globe on popular music platform iTunes. As seen on the Hanteo chart, Dumdi Dumdi reached first week sales of 94,587 copies. And after just 6 days of the official release, Dumdi Dumdi had reached 50 million views on YouTube, which set them a new personal record. By the end of Dumdi Dumdi's promotions, the girls had surpassed their music show win just as they secured 6 this era and were
6.
left shocked at just how well this
Well,
summer
that's
single
still really
did
a lot.
and the amount of support they'd been given from the general public.
Shout it out loud. Hey, let's turn on my summer band. Hit the drum. Dum di dum 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 di di dum 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 di dum 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 di di dum 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 di dum
I have to calm myself.
dum di dum dum. Turn on my summer. Dum di dum 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 di di dum 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 di dum 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 di dum 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 di di dum 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 di dum dum. Turn on my summer.
Ooh.
On August the 20th, 2020, KDA launched their official Twitter and Instagram account, and along with that officially announced the group's fandom name, Blades. Simultaneously, Riot Games released an image of the KDA logo, including the comeback date and the title of the group's pre-release single. On August the 27th, KDA released the
The
single
Baddest.
named The Baddest, featuring Soyeon, Miyeon, Bia Miller and Wolf Tyler. This single reached first place in Billboard's World Digital Song Sales, and the single currently has 39 million views on YouTube and almost 66 million streams on Spotify at the time of writing this script. Just 2 months after a successful pre-release single, KDA announced another single named More.
Man, I think More is my favorite from KDA. Like, I did a reaction to it, and it's so good.
This single was released on the
And
28th
also, sorry, I keep pausing, but I feel like I've been saying that for like every song that they put out that is good, but that's the truth. Like, every song is just so good.
8th of October 2020, featuring Soyeon, Miyeon, Madison Bia, Lexi Liu, and Jaira Burns.
Cali that girl, Cali go girl, Cali gon' stop, Cali gon' skirt, Cali got a job, Cali got a word. 뜨거워 언제나 don't get burned.
After one day within its release, the song charted on South Korea's major domestic music sites such as Melon, Genie, Bugs, and Flow.
When you work 'cause I'm greater than 필요 없는 시험들 다 뿐이미. But all of my numbers are talking bang. 부름하고 message monopoly. 눈종이도
The song debuted at number 2 on the US World Digital Song Sales within 1.5 days of it being released. It then also peaked at number 1, and the track also charted at number 16 on China's QQ Music and peaked at number 1 on the QQ Game Music chart.
시작하면 끝을 보는 거야. You want more.
Currently, this song has around 53 million streams on Spotify, and its music video has almost 62 million views at the time of writing this script.
And like, the videos are really well made. Like, right now I'm studying video games, and
On October the
That's-
31st, KDA performed more at the Pudong Football Stadium in Shanghai, China. as the opening ceremony of the 10th anniversary of League of Legends World Championships. But unfortunately, due to travel restrictions related to the COVID pandemic, only Lexi Liu was able to perform live on stage with the virtual KDA. On November the 6th, 2020, KDA released their first ever EP named All Out. This EP included 5 songs: The Baddest,
I didn't know
More,
that.
Drum Go Dumb, Villain, and I'll Show You.
Okay, I knew
Besides
some
the
songs,
already
but I didn't
known
know that they,
members
like,
of
released
KDA,
an
the
album
track
with
list
it.
included artists such as the legendary girl group Twice,
Twice.
Anika Wells, Biga Boom, Aluna, and Wolf Tyler. Unfortunately, Miyeon or Soyeon were not featured in any of the other songs on the album. However, this EP peaked at the 5th position in the Billboard's World Album Sales and was included in the 25 Best Pop Albums of 2020 staff picks by Billboard. On October the 10th, Minnie sang an official soundtrack titled Getaway for the K-drama My Dangerous Wife. On the 15th of October, Miyeon and Minnie sang in We Already Fall in Love for K-drama Do Do Sol Sol La La Sol. And besides that, Miyeon also sang My Destiny for the drama Tale of the Nine-Tailed, which was released on the 26th of November. In the year 2020, I-DLE received multiple nominations for Bongsang Awards. They won the Emotive Award at the AAA Awards and also won the Popularity Award at the Fact Music Awards. Although the year wasn't a slow one this time, due to obvious reasons, award shows did not live to the full expectancy of many fans. But I-DLE did go on to perform Dumdi Dumdi and Oh My God beautifully, with their very catchy intros, and even presenting us with dance breaks.
Oh God, I was a prisoner of my reason. You wanted to set me free through salvation. No God, there's no need for
Such a
divine love
beautiful
anymore.
visual.
Because I'm no longer a prisoner.
I-DLE also attended multiple festivals, and they even collaborated with other fourth generation artists such as Stray Kids, ITZY, and IZ*ONE.
Fifth Harmony. Fifth Harmony was my first girl group ever. Like, I didn't love like One Direction or any other groups. Like, Fifth Harmony was the first like American group that I really, really loved. And then after I got into K-pop, so.
And as well as these collabs, I-DLE also covered songs Don't Touch Me by the Refund Sisters at Show Musical,
Yes.
and Listen to My Heart by the legendary Queen of K-pop, Boa, at the Mama Awards.
Wow.
Despite 2020's interference, the year wrapped up pretty well, with I-DLE teasing that yet another comeback was on the way. It was actually announced that in 2021 that member Miyeon would actually go on to star in a lead actress role in the web drama called Replay, and Minnie would also follow suit by starring in the new Netflix sitcom series called I Wish the World Would End Tomorrow.
Listen to my heart, looking for your dream.
And before we knew it, I-DLE's 4th mini-album and 4th installment to the I-series was announced to the public on the last week of December. After the first concept preview was released, the fans started speculating what kind of album name they would go for this time. But nobody expected it to be called I Burn. I Burn consisted of 3 versions: Winter, Flower, and Fire. This mini-album greeted fans with 6 new songs this time, and the names are as followed: Han, Alone in Winter, Hua, Moon, Where's Love, Lost, and Dahlia. And of course, Hua was the title track for this album. The title track Hua was written by Soyeon herself and was produced and co-composed along with Pop Time, who also worked on the past single Dumdi Dumdi. Soyeon also co-composed 2 other tracks and took part in writing the other 5.
시간은 다 얼어버리고 잔인한 그 바람이 남긴 듯한
Love this
Minnie
dress.
composed 2 tracks, Moon and Dahlia, and she also wrote the lyrics for Dahlia and arranged Moon. Oogie was also able to compose and write the track Lost alongside Soyeon, which is my favorite track on the album. The album was released on the 11th of January and started breaking records from its first hour of release. With high anticipation, I-DLE reached 75,510 sales within its first day of releasing.
가게 부는 바람에 눈이
Immediately after its release, I-DLE's Hwa began charting at number 1 on the Korean charts, Bugs, Genie, and Melon's real-time chart, making
they
them
get
the
an all
first 4th-generation group to debut at number 1 on Melon's real-time chart and to enter Melon's 24-hour hits chart in just 3 hours. I-DLE also became the first 4th-generation girl group to have their B-sides enter top 10 on Melon real-time chart and the entire album chart on Bugs in the top 6 positions of the chart. I-DLE became the only girl group alongside Blackpink to have multiple B-sides enter the Flow chart. The album received 51 number 1s on iTunes, number 1 on iTunes worldwide, and its music video trended number 1 worldwide and in South Korea. In the first 24 hours, Hwa's music video reached 8 million views, and you may be thinking that in comparison to the previous releases, this is surprisingly low. But throughout the first 24 hours, Hwa's music video views were being deducted by YouTube by the hour. For within the 2nd or 3rd day of its release, views started to increase tremendously, and the music video gained over 40 million views within its first week. In I-DLE's first week of being released, sales climbed to over 115,000, and the album garnered almost 9 million Spotify streams. Hwa also debuted at number 8 on Billboard's World Digital Songs sales and reached number 5 on the Billboard's Hot 100 chart. I-DLE went on to get their first win for the era on the 20th of January, just 9 days after the album released.
I was mistaking like the numbers of win from Dumdi Dumdi and Hwa. I knew like somewhere they had like 10 wins. Oh, happy birthday.
시간은 다 얼어버리고 잔인한 그 바람이 남긴 듯한
Cube Entertainment is not part of the Big Three. In fact, before I-DLE's debut, Cube was down pretty bad. I wouldn't say that I-DLE was
Like they
Cube's last
boosted
hope,
the
but
sales,
the
I
group
guess,
definitely
like,
did
I'm
raise
guessing.
morale for the company. Some people say that I-DLE are privileged and have been taken care of since their debut, but honestly, Soyeon is the one that we should all appreciate because without her and her courage to write the group's debut song, the group would probably not be where it is today. Soyeon has established a lot for the group and has encouraged and inspired not only her fellow members but also other artists within the industry to get into songwriting and producing. These are the examples of factors that really help a group stand out above the rest, especially in modern time where girl groups especially are not allowed to be creative and they have to follow a certain style that was created for them by their company. If there was no latter tar, I-DLE's comeback would have possibly been postponed, and I-DLE probably wouldn't have been considered monster rookies. I think we can all agree that I-DLE deserve everything that they have been given, from their light stick to their first world tour and multiple bookings with other companies. They built their way from the
I
bottom
think
up
I've seen
and
the light
developed their
stick,
own
but
genre that nobody
don't
can replicate.
remember it.
And that's what resulted in the rise
I think
of
it's like a castle.
G-I-DLE.
Yes, thank you to everybody who participated in this video. This was just like I said, for me, I was getting to this to learn more about them. So it was really like interesting to find a video by lovinsoojin that is literally from the beginning to like the present, and learning new facts about the girls, new facts about the group in general. Also like the greatness of the album sales, the wins, and how they made themselves like an incredible group. So I'm really thankful to lovinsoojin for making this wonderful video, and I'm really excited to get into more G-I-DLE, either be, you know, like funny videos or other songs that I don't know about, or like anything you guys want. Like I'm really like how do I say this? Like I'm really eager to learn more about them. But this gonna be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for sticking with me through this journey. I hope you guys enjoy. You can like, comment, subscribe. Stay safe outside, and I hope you have a good day.